Good morning, everyone. Yes, whatever we have discussed in the last lecture, according to that, whether you have solved the examples, जे काही एक्झाम्पल तुम्हाला होमवर्कला दिले होते सगळ्यांनी सॉल्व्ह केलेत का?
Yes, ma'am.
What was the examples?
1 by 3, 1 plus s 3 raised to 3 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 minus s raised to 3 by 2, and s upon root 2.
And what is the next example? अजून एक एक्झाम्पल दिलं होतं ना कॉस आणि साइन मध्ये.
Yes, ma'am.
4
4
by
by
5.
5 cos 6, 1 minus sin s, and minus 3 by 5 cos 6.
केलेत का सगळ्यांनी सॉल्व्ह?
Yes, ma'am.
ज्यांचे जे काही प्रॉब्लेम होते, काय काय झालं होतं सगळ्यांना, मोबाईल खराब होता, लेक्चर अटेंड नाही केलं, वॅक्सिन घेतलं होतं, सगळे प्रॉब्लेम जे काही होते ते सोडून आता झालं का सॉल्व्ह? सगळ्यांनी सॉल्व्ह केलेत का दोन्ही एक्झाम? आय वॉन्ट द आन्सर फ्रॉम एव्हरी स्टुडंट. Should I take once again presentee, whatever the present student? I will take a name of every student. You have to answer that. क्वेश्चन विचारल्यावर सगळे मीटिंगच लेट करतात. What is the problem? Again, two people left the meeting, Pratiksha and Taskin Chanda. Again, Jamkanti Girija left the meeting. Okay, let it be. If you don't want to speak, let us go for the next point. In the last lecture, we have seen one theorem in which beta is a plane curve if and only if torsion is equal to 0. Given that beta is a unit speed curve such that curvature k is greater than 0, and we have proved that beta is a plane curve if and only if torsion is 0. Because beta is a curve which lies in a plane, so obviously the torsion should be equal to 0. Number of twist, क्योंकि प्लेन में है तो ट्विस्ट होंगे ही नहीं ना. ट्विस्ट म्हणजे कुठे येणार आहे, बाहेर येणार आहे प्लेनच्या. करेक्ट ना? Torsion measures the number of twists, or we can say rate of change of a twist, but we are not having any twist in the curve because your curve is lying in the plane. So if the curve is lying in the plane, there is no twist. Okay, let us go for the next theorem. If beta is a unit speed curve, if beta is a unit speed curve with a constant curvature k greater than 0 and the torsion tau equal to 0, then prove that beta is a part of a circle with radius. Beta is a part of a circle with radius 1 upon k. So if beta is a unit speed curve, then curvature k is greater than 0, and given that torsion is equal to 0, and our aim is to prove that beta is a part of a circle with radius 1 upon k. Okay. So for that, whatever given things we will write down first, and then we will use our last theorem. What we have studied in the last theorem, that beta is a unit speed curve, curvature k greater than 0, and torsion is equal to 0. It means that your curve beta is a plane curve. Plane curve means what? It lies in a plane. Okay, the curve lies in a plane. Now, our aim is to prove that beta is a part of a circle with radius 1 upon k. Suppose instead of having a circle, okay, let us imagine the very big circle. So, what is a very small curve, or we can say part of that circle, will be looking like a straight line?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this we are knowing that if a circle is very large, then part of that circle will be looking like a straight line. Now, as I told you initially, this curvature k is the radius of curvature, and its reciprocal is nothing but your radius, correct? So here also we have to prove the same thing, that beta is a part of a circle with radius 1 upon k. Okay, radius of curvature, this type of a seminar you have done, in which you must know what is the meaning of a radius in that radius of a curvature. At every point, we are going to complete a circle, and there you get the radius of convergence. Okay. Okay. So what we were discussing, we have Given that beta is a unit speed curve with curvature k greater than 0, torsion is equal to 0. So we can take a help from the last theorem that beta is a curve which lies in a plane. Now our aim is to prove that beta is a part of a circle with radius 1 upon k. So, okay. Now to prove that result, we will construct our function gamma in such a way that we will get the result. Okay, beta 1 upon k into n. It is let us name it as some equation 1. Okay. So if you see here, this if I have done here like gamma minus beta. Okay, if I have like gamma minus beta, if I take a norm, so you get 1 upon k into norm of n. Norm of n है 1 असतो ना, because we know that T and B forms a frame field. Okay, so you will get radius is 1 upon k gamma minus beta. So we know that whatever the equation of a circle, we can write down the equation of a circle in terms of this form. Okay, so just I have shown you why we have constructed the function like this. And one may have a question why we have taken n only. We can take a t or we can take a b. So that I will show you later on what will be the effect by taking t or b. We have just constructed our function in such a way that we get the result. So you can see here if you take a norm of gamma minus beta, it is equal to 1 upon k. Norm of n will be equal to 1, then 1 upon k, and this is what norm of gamma minus beta. So this is what our equation of a circle now. Okay, let me start with the result. That is, let us differentiate above equation. We get gamma dash is equals to beta dash. Now curvature k is a constant term because we know that curvature and torsion are the constant terms, so we can differentiate and n dash. Okay, and we know what is the value of n dash. I have told you initially in some lecture where we have studied the Freinet approximation. At that time I have told you what is the formula for n dash. The formula for n dash can be calculated from the formula, and let us write down its value is 2b minus k into t. Okay. Now, what is the value of a t? T is nothing but b dash. We know that t is equals to b dash, and hence no, gamma dash is equals to t plus tau b divided by k minus k get cancel again t as it is. Okay. Now you can see here this t will cancel with this t, and we get gamma dash is equals to tau b upon k, right? But we know that torsion is equal to 0. This is our given thing in our theorem. Okay, दिलेला आहे ना torsion 0 is, which means that gamma dash equal to 0. Okay, so if gamma dash equal to 0, it means that gamma is a constant.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So
miss.
if gamma is a constant term, so we can substitute in our equation 1. Substituting in equation 1, what is our equation? Gamma is equals to beta plus 1 upon k into n. Okay, which is equal to constant because gamma we have proved it to be a constant term. Okay, now you can take down the result that if gamma is equal to constant, we can write C is equals to beta plus 1 upon k into n. Okay, now if I take C minus beta, C is a constant term minus beta. Okay, beta is a curve, so C is a center, beta is a curve. So which is equal to C minus beta is 1 upon k. If I take a norm on both sides, so this is what norm n. But we know that T and B forms a frame field. What do you mean by T and B forms a frame field? T dot n dot b dot t equal to 0, and norm of t is equal to norm of n is equals to norm of b is equal to 1, and hence we know that t and b forms a frame field, so we can write directly as c minus beta. Beta is a curve, c is a constant term, which is equal to 1 upon k. Okay, now we know that how to write down the equation of a circle. We can say that beta has a uh, is always at a fixed constant distance 1 upon k from the fixed point. You can say that beta is always at a constant distance. Beta is always at a constant distance 1 upon k. Okay, you can say beta is at a constant distance 1 upon k from the fixed point C in our R3 space. Okay. From this statement, what you can say, or from this norm of C minus beta is equal to 1 upon K, you can directly say that your beta is a part of a circle with radius 1 upon K. Yes or no? Any doubt for this step?
No, ma'am.
Of a circle, or what is the definition of a circle? It has a fixed distance from a fixed point. What is our fixed point in this case? C. Beta is our curve. Beta is always at a fixed distance 1 upon K, and that is nothing but a radius from a fixed point C. This is what our fixed point C in our R3, and hence we have proved that beta is a part of a circle with radius 1 upon K. Beta is a part of a circle with radius 1 upon K. Any doubt for this theorem?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, if not, let us go for the next point. Just in the last lecture, we have seen what are the Freinet apparatus for the unit speed curve. Whatever the apparatus we have seen. Okay, tangent, normal, binormal, curvature, K, and torsion. Tangent will give you the velocity, and in that all cases, whatever we have studied beta, we have assumed to be a curve with the norm of b dash is equals to 1. So that's why it was easy for us, because we directly calculate t is equals to b dash. And then we can use a formula t dash is equals to k into n, and hence we get the normal. Tangent directly मिल जाएगा, normal we can find out with the help of t dash. Okay, then you can find out binormal, which is nothing but t cross n. Right, everyone know this notation. Suppose this is what t. Okay, t n. So t and then n and then b. Again, this is what a rotation. Okay, curvature k is a constant term, which is equal to norm of t dash. And torsion is calculated with the help of formula b dash is equal to minus 2 into n. But whatever we have studied all these, it is related to only the unit speed curve. But if suppose it is not a unit speed, because we know that everyone is going with a different speed. Okay, so if everyone is going with a different speed because of the whatever may be the consideration, if someone going on a bike, and if it is someone going on a bus, if someone goes on a train, and if someone goes by airways, so everyone have a different mode of transformation. If then everyone have a different velocity, so they everyone will not have a unit speed. Okay, so that's why to avoid all this, we will have the new apparatus, or you can say the notations are same but the formulas are different. Freinet apparatus for the arbitrary speed curve. Okay, any doubt for the Freinet apparatus for the unit speed curve?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, now let us see Freinet apparatus for arbitrary speed curve. Freinet apparatus for the arbitrary speed curve. The question may be like this: if alpha is a given curve, alpha is a function from open interval I to E3, is a regular curve in E3, then show that, okay, then show that or prove that T is equals to alpha dot upon norm of alpha dot. Okay, next B is equals to alpha dot cross alpha double dot divided by norm of alpha dot cross alpha double dot. N is equals to B cross T. Curvature K is equal to norm of alpha dot cross alpha double dot divided by alpha dot its a cube. Okay, these are somewhat difficult to you remember all these formulas. So no doubt, only one option is there. You have to by heart it. Alpha dot product with alpha dot cross alpha triple dot divided by alpha dot cross alpha double dot its cube. Sorry, square. Okay, Everyone seen all this formula? Now let us go for the proof because we have to prove all these 5 formulas. Okay. Given that alpha is a regular curve, what do you mean by a regular curve? What do you mean by a regular curve?
Alpha dash of t is not equal to 0.
Alpha dash of t is not equal to 0 for all t belongs to I. Okay. So we know that. What do you mean by a regular curve? The regular curve ensures that your curve is not going to stop anywhere. Okay, it is moving with some constant speed, or you can say it is moving instantaneously. It is not going to stop anywhere. Okay, so given that alpha dash, norm of alpha dash of t is not equal to 0 for all t belongs to the open interval I. Okay, सिर्फ इतना ही दिया है हमें कि अल्फा इज अ रेगुलर कर्व. All 5 formulas we have to prove. Okay, I hope you are writing with me. So alpha is a regular curve given that parameter. It is parameter we are having some alpha of t. Okay, now be a regular curve with the alpha be the regular curve, the parameter other than the arc length, not necessarily unit speed. Okay. अब तक हमने जो भी बीटा ऑफ एस देखा है, एस इज यूज्ड नोटेशन फॉर द आर्क लेंथ. आठवतंय ना सगळ्यांना? आर्क लेंथचे फॉर्म्युले सॉल्व केलेत ना आपण एक्झाम्पल घेऊन. एस इज इक्वल टू इंटिग्रेशन नॉर्म ऑफ अल्फा डॅश ऑफ यू डी यू.
Yes, ma'am.
We have found the arc length. Okay, so here it is not necessarily having a arc length as a function. Simply it is alpha dash of t. T may be any parameter. It is not compulsory that it is arc length. Okay, because every time arc length may be working, it is not considered ना, क्योंकि हम यहाँ पे general consider कर रहे हैं arbitrary speed, or we can say it not necessarily a unit speed. Okay, the two criteria we are using, not necessary unit speed. Second criteria which we are using is it is a regular curve, which we can say is not going to stop anywhere. The velocity is non-zero. The third one which we are using is a not necessarily arc length as a function. Okay, so up to now whatever we are using is a beta of s, where s is nothing but your arc length, but here it is not compulsory to have a arc length. Okay, let beta be the unit speed reparameterization of alpha by s. Okay, so that's why now we are going to find out the unit speed reparameterization. Okay, करना हमें वही है. ओके, पहले जो हमारा आर्बिट्री स्पीड कर्व का जो फॉर्मूला है वो हमें यूनिट स्पीड में ही कन्वर्ट करना है, बट देयर विल बी सम differences. Okay, for that what we will do, we let beta be the unit speed curve. We can say beta be the unit speed reparameterization. Unit speed reparameterization, just like we have done for the example solve करताना केलेत ना आपण. If it is not a unit speed, we are going to convert it in the unit speed with the help of a arc length. Okay, with the help of arc length in such a way that alpha of t is equal to beta of s of t, which is we are going to name it as equation 1 for all t belongs to the open interval I. Okay, as we have assumed that beta is a unit speed curve, norm of b dash will be equals to 1. Okay, now here whatever the equation 1 we have, we are going to differentiate our equation 1. So we get d alpha by dt is equals to d beta by ds and then derivative of s with respect to t, because beta is a function of s is a function of t. So that's why I am going to use a chain rule for the differentiation. Okay, any doubt up to this step?
No, ma'am.
Simply we have found the derivative d alpha by dt from our equation 1. Equation 1 में हमने क्या किया है, बिकॉज हमारे पास ऑलरेडी यूनिट स्पीड के फॉर्मूला है, तो दैट्स व्हाई वी आर गोइंग टू convert the given curve in the unit speed reparameterization such that alpha of t is equals to beta of s of t. Okay, now here what I will make some difference that if you are taking a derivative with respect to t, we will denote it by s dot. If you are taking the derivative with respect to s, we will denote it by beta dash. Or you can write d alpha by dt is alpha dot ds by dt is s dot beta with respect to s. Derivative of beta with respect to s is a b dash. But we know that b dash is nothing but t from our unit speed formulas. So alpha dot is equals to beta dash into s dot in such a way that this beta dash I can write in terms of t into s dot. Okay. So now I can have formula for t is equals to alpha dot upon s dot. Okay. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
But what we know about this, S is arc length, correct na? What is the formula for arc length? We have found integration 0 to t norm of alpha dash of u du. Because of arc length itself, we are converting this to a unit speed, no? मग S dot काय होणार आहे?
Integration cancel.
Integration derivative get cancel and we get norm of alpha dash of u du. What do you mean by your alpha dash of u? Alpha dash म्हणजे तुमची velocity झाली ना? Or we can say it is simply as we are as we are taking a derivative with respect to t, so we can denote it by s dot, or here also we can take alpha dot. So we can have norm of alpha dot and then we can have ये क्या है norm of alpha dot. So I can write here norm of alpha dot. Is it okay with this? How I have converted s dot to norm of alpha dot, because we are differentiating with respect to t. So that's why instead of writing alpha dash, because earlier we are not having a two different derivative ना, पहले हम लोग सिर्फ डेरिवेटिव विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू s इवेलुएट करते थे. यहाँ पे हमें डेरिवेटिव विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू t as well as with respect to s we have to evaluate. So now to have a differentiation we have done this. A derivative of this term with respect to t we are going to take. This u is nothing but t, no, क्योंकि यहाँ पे already parameter t use किया है, so that's why we have changed it. Okay, आठवते ना सगळ्यांना हे चेंज केलं होतं. U,
Yes,
T,
ma'am.
all U and T both are these are nothing but a parameter which can be changed at any point of a integration. So s dot कर लेने के बाद यहाँ पे क्या आ जाएगा, integration derivative get cancel norm of alpha dot. Okay. So hence we get the formula t is equals to alpha dot upon norm of alpha dot. Okay, कुछ different नहीं किया हमने. यहाँ पे क्या किया है, simply we have used generalization where we have a concept of a unit speed curve. उसी unit speed curve का हमने formulas यहाँ पे use करना है. Okay, or we can say that we have to just have a reparameterization, unit speed reparameterization, and then we will find out all the 5 apparatus. Okay, any doubt up to this step?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so we have written up to this one. Now we know the formula alpha dot. We can write this alpha dot is nothing but from this I can write alpha dot is equals to t into v. Your norm of alpha dot is nothing but your velocity, no? Because we know that what we know, alpha dot is equals to t into v, right? Let me go for this formula of arc length. Arc length is nothing but integration norm of alpha dash of u du. From where I have calculated this formula, I have written this velocity is equal to distance upon time. Okay, and this distance is nothing but your arc length. So we can write this distance is arc length is equal to v into t. Okay, so integration करने के बाद हमें यहाँ पे velocity मिलेगा and we are going to integrate with respect to time. Okay, so what is this s dot? It is nothing but your velocity. Okay, so now using this equation, we can say let us name it as some equation 2 and let us name it as some equation 3. Differentiating equation 2 with respect to t once again. Not 2. Okay, I will write down this alpha dot is equals to t into s dot. Let me name it as some equation 2. And suppose this is our equation number 3 and this is our equation 4. why I'm naming all this equation, because next calculations में ये सब लगेंगे. Okay, so let us differentiate our equation to differentiating equation 2 once again. With respect to t, we get alpha double dot is equals to, okay, what is our equation 2? Alpha dot is equals to t into s dot. Now if differentiating, what I get, alpha double dot means what? T as it is, derivative of s with respect to t once again, plus s dot as it is, then t dot. Okay, next you can name it as some equation 4. Now we have t dot. What is the value of a t dot? T dot is nothing but a derivative with respect to t, no? So that we can find out all these values, no? हमें ये value और ये value find out करना है, okay? Because s dot we already know that it is a velocity. Alpha double dot को evaluate करने के लिए firstly we will find out what is t dot. Okay, what is your t dot? Derivative with respect to t. Dot is a notation for derivative with respect to t. But we know the relation, that is dt by ds by dt. Why I am writing this? Because we know the s is a arc length and we know the formula for the arc length. Hence we are going to use a chain rule. Okay. So whatever we have studied the formula for the arc length, because हमारा जो पहला वाला है French apparatus for the unit speed curve, we know all those formulas. So that's why we are using the arc length here function to evaluate all this Fresnel formula for the arbitrary speed curve. So what is this? T with respect to s I am going to denote it by t dash, and s with respect to t will be denoted by s dot. Okay. Okay, what is a formula for t dash? What is t dash?
Kn.
K into n is nothing but t dash. Okay, so here we have found the formula for t dot is nothing but t dash का हमने सिर्फ substitution लिखा है यहाँ पे. Okay, so in this way we can say that we can substitute in our equation 4. Okay, whatever t dot we have found, we can substitute in our equation 4. You can say here, substituting the value of a t dot in our equation 4, we get alpha double dot is equal to s double dot as it is t plus next s dot into k into n, and s dot अजून एक s dot होता ना इथे, so I will write down it as a s dot square. Okay, so we get alpha double dot. Now let us name it as some equation number 5. Okay, why we have to name this all? Because we have to use it later on. Okay, अगर आप यहाँ पे देख रहे हो, okay, we need to evaluate all these alpha dot, alpha double dot, alpha triple dot. Okay, यहाँ पे alpha dot है, alpha double dot है, alpha triple dot है. Okay, in torsion we have alpha triple dot also. So that's why I am naming all this equation alpha dot, alpha double dot, and alpha triple dot we are going to find out later. Okay. Now, what we want to find out, let us find out now alpha dot cross alpha double dot. Because our aim is to find out this value in such a way that we get the curvature k का formula मिल जाएगा. Okay. So let me evaluate the cross product. So what is the value of alpha dot? You can write the all these values from our given equations. Okay, जो हमने equation find out किए ना. Yes, if you are writing, can you tell me? Yes, how to evaluate the cross product? आवाज येतोय माझा?
Yes, ma'am.
अल्फा डबल डॉट चे फॉर्म्युले लिहिलेत का तुम्ही? Okay, alpha dot what we have found? It is equation 3. Alpha dot
S
is
dot
equal
into
to equation 2 also. Alpha dot is t into s dot. T into s dot, and next equation alpha double dot, which is our equation number 5. Okay, so you can say using our equation 2 and 5, using our equation 2 and 5 we get t into s dot cross product with equation 5, that is s double dot into t plus s dot square into k into n. Okay, yes, how to evaluate the cross product now? सांगा क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट काय येणार आहे? Just say if you are knowing the cross product, say yes, otherwise we'll go for the next one. येते का क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट को इवॅल्युएट करायला? Is it so difficult?
No, ma'am.
सांगा काय येणार आहे क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट?
S dot cube into T into K into cross N.
आई एम आस्किंग फॉर द फर्स्ट वन. फर्स्ट वन में क्या होगा? टी एस
Zero.
डॉट आहे ना, क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट विथ एस डबल डॉट टी. काय येणार आहे आन्सर मग? हे दोन्ही क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट. आई एम नॉट आस्किंग फॉर द सेकंड टर्म. सेकंड टर्म में क्या है? एस डॉट स्क्वायर के इंटू एन. आई एम ओनली आस्किंग फॉर द फर्स्ट टर्म एंड देन विल गो फॉर द सेकंड.
Zero.
Zero.
T to T zero येते.
T cross T is a 0. Correct. Everyone understood this step? T cross T is 0 because we know that the cross product is not going to satisfy the abelian property. So that's why A cross B is not equal to B cross A. So that's why you can have A cross B is equals to minus of B cross A. And that's why A cross A is equals to minus of A cross A. And hence A cross A is equals to 0. Okay, we know all these properties of cross product. So first term में क्या हो जाएगा? S dot S double dot, or if it is outside, T cross T. T is a vector quantity. S and S dot, all these are scalar quantity. So T cross T, it will be equals to 0 plus next term. What is the next term we want to evaluate? Yes, curvature K is a constant. S dot square. और यहाँ पे एक S dot है. So can I write this S dot cube? And what is a vector quantity? T cross N. Okay. So now what is the value of this alpha dot cross product with alpha double dot is equals to, we get it is a k into s dot cube into t cross n. Okay. Now but we know that what we know just now I have written all this. This is what t n b. So what will be t cross n?
B.
Okay, good. So we get this is what s dot cube, and here this is what your b. Value of t cross n is b. Okay. Now, if I take a norm on both sides, what I get if I take a norm on both sides? Norm of alpha dot cross alpha double dot is equals to k into norm of s dot cube into norm of b. But what is the value of a norm of b?
1.
Okay, so we get norm of alpha dot cross alpha double dot divided by norm of s dot. But your s dot is nothing but your norm of alpha dot. Okay, यहाँ पे एक formula है ना, s dot is norm of alpha dot. So can I write directly as alpha dot its cube? Instead of writing s dot cube, I can write alpha dot cube. लिखू शकता ना?
Yes, ma'am.
So hence we get the formula for curvature K. So how many formulas we have got up to now? We get the tangent and then we get the curvature K. Okay. From this formula itself we can get the value of a binormal vector also. Middle na binormal also.
Yes.
Okay. Let us substitute the value of curvature K in the above equation, and hence we get the value of a binormal as b is equal to alpha dot cross alpha double dot divided by s dot cube means what? It is norm of alpha dot cube. Okay, the n divided by k. Okay, now let me write down simply the value of a k. What is the value of a k we have found? यहाँ पे जो equation में मिला है वही value हम substitute करेंगे. Okay, divided by norm of as it is divided by k, no? Okay. रिवर्स हो जाएगा ना, डिवाइड बाय के है, सो वैल्यू ऑफ के इट विल बी रिवर्स्ड आउट. So here it will be alpha dot cube divided by norm of alpha dot cross alpha double dot. So these two get cancelled. So I will write directly binormal as alpha dot cross product with alpha double dot divided by norm of alpha dot cross alpha double dot. Okay, so in this way we get the formula for binormal also. So we get all the three Rennet apparatus. Now we remains to find out the torsion and what is the next quantity? Normal. समजते सगळ्यांना?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But we know that now we are going to use a important property of TNB. What is the important property of a TNB? Forms a frame field. Okay, we know that TNB forms a frame field. Now let us go for our equation 5. What is our equation 5? Alpha double dot is equals to S double dot into T plus S dot square into K into N. Okay, now let us differentiate once again because we need alpha triple dot also ना. फॉर्म्युला मध्ये बघितलं ना. वी नो द टॉर्जनच्या फॉर्म्युलामध्ये अल्फा ट्रिपल डॉट आहे क्वेश्चन मध्ये असेल
Yes, ma'am.
okay so you can see here alpha triple dot is there in the formula for torsion okay so for that let us find out alpha triple dot also let us find out alpha triple dot from the above equation and we can write alpha triple dot as this is what s triple dot and t as it is plus next term t dot s double dot as it is okay. First, we have evaluated this one plus next we have to evaluate this one treating k to be constant. Okay, s dot square as it is, derivative of n is n dot plus n as it is, derivative of s dot square is 2 s dot into s double dot. Yes or no? Hmm. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now what we have to do, we have to evaluate all these quantities. Okay. Now, just like we have evaluated T dot, here we have evaluated T dot. In the very similar way, we have to evaluate N dot. Okay, you can see in this equation we have a value of N dot. Okay, so how to evaluate N dot? N dot is nothing but N dash into S. Okay, let me evaluate in detail. So, what will be the value of N dot? It is nothing but derivative of N with respect to T, which we can write dN by ds with respect to T. Okay, so which is nothing but n dash into s dot, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so hence we know the formula for n dash. N dash is nothing but tau b minus k into t into s dot. Okay, now let us substitute the value of n dot in our above equation and we get what we get alpha triple dot is equals to this s triple dot into t as it is, करेक्ट एंड टी डॉट का भी हमने ऑलरेडी वैल्यू निकाला है ना टी डॉट का वैल्यू का टी डॉट की वैल्यू क्या था एन के इंटू एन इंटू एस डॉट एंड एस डबल डॉट ऑलरेडी वहाँ पे है करेक्ट प्लस what is the next term k into n dot s dot square okay yes k as it is s dot square as it is n dot का वैल्यू हमें क्या मिला है यहाँ पे here is also s dot no so this I can write s dot cube and tau b minus kt okay plus next term what is the next term 2 into n s dot s double dot into k yes is the idea clear up to this one any doubt up to this step
No, ma'am.
okay if not now let us go for the finding the value of a torsion okay now let us collect the terms which are common here you can have t here also you can have a t okay so
मॅम तिथं 2 का घ्यायचं?
okay let me show you एस डॉट स्क्वायर का डेरिवेटिव आप क्या लोगे?
मग मॅम सिम्पली यस ट्रिपल डॉट येईल ना?
Where is triple dot? Okay, what I am asking you, derivative of s dot square. Yes, can you tell me the derivative of s dot square?
2 into s dot.
Into derivative of s, no?
Yes ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just let me show you. Derivative of x square, how you write?
2 into
X.
2 into x. Okay. यहाँ पे हम डेरिवेटिव किससे इवेलुएट कर रहे हैं? विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू टी. दिस इज ऑल्सो विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू टी. सो वाई देर इज नीड टू टेक एस डबल डॉट? आहे का गरज? Whatever she raised a question, it is correct, but somewhat she was telling it is s double dot. But s dot square, derivative of s dot square is simply 2s dot, no?
Yes ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here you can write down simply s dot, s double dot nahi येणार आहे. Okay. Now let me collect all the common terms. So it is s triple dot minus k square s dot cube, and what is a common term here? It is t. Okay, now let us collect the terms of n. Okay, what are the terms of n? K s dot s double dot. What is the term next? It is plus 2n s dot k. Okay, so this n we can take outside n, and lastly we remains with the terms of b. Okay, ये वाला term हो गया ना n, with n we are remaining with this term, plus we remains with k s dot cube 2 into b. Okay, this is with coefficient of t, this is coefficient of n, this is coefficient of b. Is the idea clear up to this step? Okay, I hope it is clear. Now let us find out next term. What is the next term to find out the value of a torsion? If you know the formula for the torsion, what is their torsion? Alpha dot dot product with alpha double dot cross alpha triple dot. This is सगळ्यांना? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so if you are able to see the formula for torsion, so what is the formula in the torsion? We should find out all these value, right? Triple product evaluate करना है ना? We want to evaluate alpha dot dot product with alpha double dot cross alpha triple dot. Already हमने ये वाला evaluate किया है ना? Alpha dot alpha. This one we have evaluated alpha dot cross product with alpha double dot. Okay, but if you want to evaluate alpha triple dot with alpha double dot, it is very big term. Correct ना? क्योंकि अल्फा ट्रिपल डॉट इतना बड़ा है, उसका क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट हमें अल्फा डबल डॉट के साथ लेना है. दैट मीन्स योर इक्वेशन 5, दिस वन, इस इक्वेशन का क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट हमें इस इक्वेशन के साथ लेना है. करेक्ट? सो विच इज very big one. So for that we will take one shortcut. Actually it is not a shortcut, we can say we are going to use one formula. Let me write down, let us check whether you understood this or not. Okay, I will write down one more hint. Yes, whether you know the property of a box product, A dot B cross C. is nothing but CAB, which is equals to BCA. Correct, no? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you knowing or not? Yes or no? Hey,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
we are knowing the properties of the box product. A dot B cross C is nothing but C dot B A cross B and B dot C cross A. So simply we are using the same term. Okay, यहाँ पे हमने already ये वाला term calculate किया है. Correct? We get the formula for binormal as well as we get the formula for curvature K. आठवते सगळ्यांना आत्ताच कॅल्क्युलेट केलेत ना हे. When we have found the norm of this. Okay. And actually formula में ये value है. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
टॉर्जन के फॉर्मूला में ये वैल्यू इवेलुएट करना है ना. टू इवेलुएट दिस वैल्यू इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट क्योंकि आपका इक्वेशन 5 और वैल्यू ऑफ अल्फा ट्रिपल डॉट इज वेरी बिग. So instead of evaluating this, we can use a property of a box product, and I will evaluate this one because both are same, and hence I
Yes,
can
ma'am.
evaluate. You can say from equation number, what is the equation for alpha dot cross alpha double dot? You can name it as some equation 6 also. If you're not naming this equation, okay, let us name it as some equation next number. Let us name it as some star. From equation star, we can write alpha triple dot product with alpha dot cross alpha double dot. Okay, which is equal to alpha triple dot का equation क्या है? वो equation आपको यहाँ पे लिखना है. Right, dot product with alpha dot cross alpha double dot. What is the value of alpha dot cross alpha double dot? K S dot cube B. K into S dot cube into B. This is our equation star. And this is what your value of alpha triple dot. If you see a value of alpha triple dot, okay, let me write down the value of alpha triple dot here. S triple